Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Before we begin, I just want to remind you that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me, and the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, let's start. So we have 3 piles here, and the purpose of this reading is to figure out what blessings are coming your way. So what blessings are coming your way, how will you get those blessings? How will you bring those blessings towards you? And then also we're just going to give you a final piece of advice. And we're also going to be, if you look here, we're going to be casting some charms. So that's going to be interesting. All right, so yeah, so we have 3 piles here. We have a citrine crystal, we have a tiger eye, and then we have an amethyst. So I want you to decide between the 3 decks. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to decide starting now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you've made your choice, I'm going to go ahead and start with the first group, which is the citrine crystal group, and I'm going to move the other crystals out of the way, or the other crystal groups. Okay, so let's see what we have for the citrine crystal group. So what blessings, what kind of blessings are coming your way? Let's see. So we have 5 of Cups, we have Page of Cups, and then we have the 4 of Swords. Okay, so I'm seeing here that you are recovering from some form of loss, emotional loss, as symbolized by the Page of Cups, the 5 of Cups, but you're able to, so there is something coming your way, like there is this horizon, see the flock of birds here, but the takeaway is that you're not able to see that because you're so focused on the loss, but you're not focusing on the 2 cups that you have here. You're just too focused on the loss, but if you turn around, you have these 2 full cups. So that might be something to think about. And then here we have the Page of Cups. So I'm seeing that someone's gonna, I think, someone who's already in your life, or maybe somebody new, is going to be stepping forth with that cup, with an extra cup. So you have some positivity in your life despite that emotional loss, but I see here that somebody with like a childlike energy, like a young heart, young spirit, is going to be somebody who's like almost like a child at heart, like that kind of energy. They're going to be coming towards you with a cup to cheer you up, to make you feel better, to, warm your heart, and ultimately kind of help you sort of heal from that emotional loss here, and also probably help you to see that you have these 2 full cups that you're just not able to see because you're turned around, focused on the loss. And then we have 4 of Swords. So, it seems like you do have a lot going on right now. Like there is a lot, almost to the point where you feel like you're almost debilitated. It's like you almost can't see or move forward. Like once again, like you can't see the positive because you're so focused on the loss, because it's like circulating around you, like a bunch of swords like around you. It's like preventing you from seeing the positive. But I see here that yes, this person with this childlike energy, childlike spirit, very young at heart, sort of vibe, is going to step forward here. And once again, they may already be in your life, but you may have not talked to them for a while or heard from them for a while. But they're going to be stepping up to the plate to kind of cheer you up, and just to kind of help remind you that you have some positivity behind you if you just turn around. And also they're going to be offering you an extra cup here, so that's great. Okay, so let's look at the next phase of cards to see how you can pull these blessings towards you. Like how can you further sort of attract or manifest these blessings closer to you. Let's see. So we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Hermit, and then we have the Three of Swords. So I'm seeing that you're really going to have to, like, you know how we talked about earlier, you're not able to see the positive because you're so, like, you're turned around, you're almost debilitated to the point where you're turned in the direction of the negative, like that you can't see the positive. I think you're really going to have to do some self-work, to heal and so that you can see the positive, because I see here that in order to bring these blessings your way, a big part of it, a big component of that is being able to do the self-work, the self-healing to turn around once again, like you're facing towards the loss. So in order to turn around to see these two cups behind you that are full, full of positivity, full of great things, you're going to really have to do some self-work, and it's not going to be easy. Seven of Wands is definitely not an easy card. You're really going to have to be consistent and persistent about it. And yeah, so here we have the Hermit. You're gonna have to do this alone. Like you do have that person coming into your life again, or warming up to you again, who with that childlike energy to cheer you up and offer you that extra cup. But this is ultimately, the self-healing process is going to be an independent process where if you don't heal yourself, if you don't do the self-work, no one's going to do it for you. And you really have to just step up to the plate and really think of this as, an independent endeavor where you really have to dig deep inside yourself in order to really heal that wound, that emotional wound. And see here, the Three of Swords, this is a wound that needs healing. It's not an easy healing process. This is going to take a lot of self-dedication, a lot of self-healing, a lot of self-work. You may even want to look into counseling or speaking to maybe I don't know if you're religious, maybe like a religious leader, like a spiritual counselor, or just like a therapist, or like a licensed professional psychologist of some kind. I don't know. This just seems like it's a really deep wound, and in order to really move on and bring those blessings towards you, you first have to heal. If you're think about it, if you're deeply wounded, like a really bad wound, let's say you've been shot with an arrow. In order to become healthy again, you can't just skip the healing part. You have to first heal that wound, really disinfect the wound, really dig deep to really heal, to get everything out of there, all the bad stuff, the toxins. Okay, so let's move on to the last card, which is a healing crystal card. It's just one last piece of advice for you to see, what more we can do here, maybe concerning that healing process. So we have here Priscelli Bluestone. So this is Priscelli Bluestone, and so this card symbolizes, really, it actually kind of corresponds with the entire reading. It symbolizes really digging deep into your past in order to heal. This isn't going to be an easy healing process, but in order to bring blessings, good luck, good fortune, prosperity, abundance, happiness your way, you're really going to have to root out, like I said, those toxins that you have, because those toxins, those negative, that negative energy that you have, that you must root out, it's preventing you from seeing the positive, like those positive cups, those upright cups behind you, like we talked about earlier. So yeah, that's going to take precedence here. It's going to be really important to do the self-work, the self-healing, and this is something you have to do yourself, whether you seek professional help, or you seek a counselor, a spiritual person of some kind. And also, this isn't just about emotional healing. I mean, it's really all about balancing yourself in order to optimally heal. Like, this could even be like spiritually, mentally, physically, as well as the emotional. So really taking care of yourself in all aspects. Okay, so let's move on to the charm. So I'm going to be doing some charm casting here to try to see what more, maybe some symbolism here that we can get for you. Okay, so for the Citrine Group One crystal group, for Group One, what messages do we have here for them? Maybe concerning their healing process. So yeah, I'm seeing here that you're really good. It's almost like you're like a tree that's been cut down or that's been sort of wounded. It's almost been like hacked away at or something. And you're really going to need to put in the work. There's some letters here, T and J, JT. This might be significant to you in some way, like that maybe that person who's going to step forward to warm up to you maybe again to sort of help you heal, sort of offer you that extra cup. Their names may start with a J or a T. You may want to go out and explore nature, get some sunlight. That may help you really clear your mind. We have here just really getting in touch with like aggressively healing this. I mean, not aggressively, but just really being proactive and consistent and persistent about it. And really just maybe even, delving into some creative hobbies that you've forgotten about, connecting with your pet, or maybe even volunteering at the animal shelter. That could really be helpful, for weathering this sort of healing process here. But once again, that person really is going to, that childlike energy. It may even be a child, like niece, nephew, or child in your life, or maybe even just like a childlike person who's going to step forward and really help you sort of connect with yourself again, heal, and then see those positive aspects that you're not able to see right now because you're just so, you're still in the wounded sort of phase. You need to heal first in order to bring those blessings your way. So I hope this was helpful, Group One, the Citrine Crystal Group. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you again that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So without further ado, I'm going to get into Group 2 here, the Tiger Eye group. So Group 1, I'll see you later, and I hope or wish you good luck in your healing process, and hopefully you are able to bring those beautiful blessings your way. Okay, so I'm going to move on straight to Group 2, the Tiger Eye group here. So let's see what we have for you guys. So for the Tiger Eye group. So what blessings do we have for the Tiger Eye group here? And what blessings do we have coming for the Tiger Eye group for Group 2? So we have the King of Rods, we have the Moon, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. So I'm seeing the King of Rods. Okay, so there's going to be something involving some kind of, I think, hidden passion. Some form of a bit of an opportunity will be coming your way involving, I think, your creative passions. Like, if you're either in between jobs or if you currently have a job. Maybe there's still something that you do as a hobby, or that you've always been passionate about, or something that you've always just really wanted to pursue here, that's going to be sort of coming into the light again. And it's almost like it's been floating around you this whole time, like this sort of creative pull, almost like the moon, pulls the ocean waves. Like it's been you've been pulled towards it, I think, in the past. But it is something that you're very passionate about, and someone or something is going to come towards you into your life that's a bit of an opportunity here, a catalyst for this opportunity involving this creative passion. And it's going to be an opportunity where you can exercise or practice this creative passion that you're just very deeply passionate about. I'm getting some fire energy here. You may be Sagittarius or Leo or Aries, possibly. But there's definitely some fiery, some like energy when it comes to this creative passion. So let's move on to the next phase of cards to see how you can bring these blessings your way. How can you manifest, and how can you pull these blessings towards you, closer towards you? So here we have the 9 of Wands, we have the 3 of Wands, and then we have the 10 of Chalices. So I'm seeing that you're actually quite close to bringing these blessings towards you. It's not going to be that difficult. I'm seeing here that you just really need to push through one more time with something here. You need to really just, like if you're, climbing up a set of stairs, it's like you only have like one last step basically to, or one last floor. Maybe that's a bit more, equivocal. There may be, like if you're climbing up a bunch of stairs, a bunch of stories, maybe you have one last set of stairs, one last story to climb up, and then you're done, basically. Something like that may be going on figuratively right now. And I'm seeing here that, you've always had this creative passion here inside you. Like it's almost like circulating around you. Like you're already sort of in the process almost of pulling it towards you. I think it's really not going to be that difficult in order to pull this positivity, this passionate creativity towards you, as long as you once again complete that last set of stairs. It's just one last push, once again indicated by the 9 of Wands here. And then we have the 10 of Chalices. So I'm seeing here that whoever is really going to help you, someone's going to come in and sort of help you with this. It's almost going to be like a fairy godmother, or maybe like somebody, I think, in your family. This card usually symbolizes family of some kind, whether it's your partner, your spouse, or your family, like your extended family, your relatives, or somebody who just really feels like family, like a close family friend, or some familial vibe here. They're going to help you to sort of kickstart this creative passion to really, get it going, basically. But once again, I think it's really important to complete that last, set of stairs. Climb up those last set of stairs. You only have one last set of stairs left. And then you're going to really open up all this prosperity, abundance, creative energies, opportunities. And the catalyst for that I see here is going to be, ultimately somebody who feels like family to you, whoever this person is. There's a feeling of family, like a familial vibe, and they're really going to help you achieve this. So let's look at the last card here, which is a crystal healing card, to give you maybe one last piece of advice in order to sort of manifest these blessings towards you in the form of this creative sort of opportunity, creative energy, creative passion. Okay, so here we have Shiva Lingam. So this crystal represents So there may be a bit of an imbalance right now with either your feminine or masculine energy. So don't think of genders when you think of feminine or masculine energy. So we are all, when it comes to energy, we're all vessels for both feminine and masculine energy. It's basically a person, an individual, a human being. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us, but sometimes it can get out of balance. And one way you can sort of bring it back into balance, okay, so if you're female, this is how you can sort of balance out your feminine energy, again, to kind of bounce it back towards you, bring it into balance, make it healthy again, is to spend time with your female friends, sisters, female family members, just other women that you feel safe around and you have fun with. Move, dance. Don't plan so much. Don't be rigid. That's very masculine energy. Think like soft. Just do things because you enjoy them, like simple pleasures. Take care of your body, nurture yourself, create, ultimately get back into that creative energy, in order to really balance out that feminine goddess energy within you. Cook, dance, move, enjoy just the feeling of being inside yourself, inside your body. And if you're male, in order to sort of balance out your masculine and bring it kind of back into sort of its rhythm, is to be more confident. Think of like being straight as an arrow, maybe be a bit more structured, like structure your life a bit more. That's really going to bring that balance to sort of plan. Think like a straight arrow, an arrow maybe like on fire, like you're very like plan, structure, think of be very action minded as a male, or if you're not even male but you identify with the male gender, vice versa also for the female gender. Yeah, so that's how you're going to balance out your masculine or feminine energy. You can also just look it up, maybe Google it. There's a lot of information out there, plethora of information about it. And also, this card also represents, okay, so this is a little bit adult. So warning, this is a little bit adult sort of stuff that I'm going to talk about, or at least, you got to be an adult in order to hear this. But so this represents libido, this crystal. So it may be that it's actually linked as well to that creative passion energy that I was talking about, like in sort of bringing forth that creative opportunity towards you ultimately is linked with passion, like something that you are very passionate about, whether it comes to a hobby, an art, something creative here. But this crystal also represents needing to sort of balance out your libido, or even just something. It may not even be libido, it may even be that thing linked to just passions in general, creative passions. So in order to ignite that again, I really recommend garlic. If you're allergic to garlic, avoid it. But garlic is really good for that. Ginseng, and once again, if you're allergic to ginseng, avoid it. So, but also cinnamon, turmeric. And once again, if you're allergic to all of these things, I really cannot stress enough to avoid it. But, in order to really sort of like, and also if you like sushi, eel, and that's kind of been rumored, or to sort of balance out your libido or those hormones. I think ultimately it's about hormones and sort of that like energy that I was talking about earlier that's linked with passion as well as libido, creativity, and also just enjoying sort of your senses again, like listen to like all of your senses. And I mean like listening to music, enjoying food, cooking. When you're cooking, enjoy the sounds, the smells, the sizzling, whatever it is. really get in touch with your physicality, like your body. Like, don't just like exist in your body, but really feel the sensations around you, whether it comes to music, smells, sights, sounds, you know what I mean? Like, that's really going to help you connect with yourself physically and really ultimately balance this energy out. And it's really, really important here. Okay, so I hope that was informative and helpful, group 2, the Tigri group. So like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. Oh my gosh, okay, I almost forgot. So I actually need to do some charm casting for you guys in order to give you maybe some extra symbolism, sort of charm symbolism that you may get something from. So what do we have for the Tigri group, group 2? What do we have for the Tigri group when it comes to bringing blessings their way? Okay, so yeah, getting in touch with your self-conscious. Here we have creativity, really just getting in tune with, that fiery sort of energy here. Examine yourself, go look at a mirror, like, just kind of get back in touch with your body, your physicality, and you will soar. You will bring those blessings towards you. Be adventurous. Play with different options in your life, like things you haven't tried before. You might want to try something new. Try like new foods, new experiences, new music, just new things that really ignite those 5 senses that I was talking about. And take care of yourself, really nurture yourself, really take care of your body here. And here we have some letters that may be significant. So we have O, we have W, we have K, So, yeah, I mean, maybe this may symbolize something like maybe that person who's going to sort of, enter your life again, or help you out, like with that creative, passionate opportunity, involving like some creative hobby or something that you're passionate about, that brings forth your creativity. Their names may start with a W or a K, or maybe there's something about these letters. You may want to keep them in mind because they may be significant here. Okay, so yeah, once again, like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you, and I would just want to remind you again, group 2, the Tigri group, that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me, and the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. So I hope that was helpful. Without further ado, I'm going to get straight into group 3, the amethyst crystal group. So let me just move these out of the way, and we'll get straight into the last but not least group, the group 3, the amethyst crystal group. So let's see what we have for you guys, the amethyst crystal group. Group 3. So what blessings are going to be coming your way? What blessings are going to be coming your way for group 3 for the amethyst crystal group? So what blessings do we have here? So we have 8 of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant, and then we have the Emperor. Wow, okay. So it really looks like you're luckiest of all the groups here, just being frank, just being blunt and honest. So it looks like you've been putting in the work. You have already been putting in the work, whether that's with your job, growing your creative passions, your spirituality, even taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, like physically, even like so emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, just in all aspects here. You have been putting in the work, but I am seeing here that this may probably have a lot to do with more traditional path of work, like your job, like you may work in a very sort of traditional field here, or some traditional aspect of your job, or what you do in your life, like your purpose in life. You've been putting in a lot of work with that. And here I'm seeing that I see victory ahead, because look, the Emperor card. You may already be bringing these blessings your way because you've been putting in all the work. I can see that you're a very hard worker. You're very serious about what you do. I'm getting a lot of earth energy here. So you could either be, I think, either a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. You may have some of that in your chart, either in your sun or moon sign. And yes, you will be, I think, to be honest, either getting a promotion or given a special project or given something involving sort of a traditional path. You will be winning in some area, whether that be, and this may not just be with your job. This could be maybe like something that you're creative, like a creative passion, an opportunity, something where you're going to feel like once you get this blessing, like I've won, like it's going to feel like a victory. It's going to be a no-brainer when it comes to whether it's a blessing or not. It's definitely going to feel like a blessing. Let's just be honest here. Okay, so let's move on to the next phase of cards to see how can we bring these blessings closer to you. Like, how can we really manifest and really pull these blessings closer to you? Let's see here what we have in terms of advice for that. So we have Justice, we have the Wheel of Fate, and then we have the Magician. So I'm seeing here that karma is already at work. You are already bringing these blessings your way, whether you like it or not. It's coming towards you because, once again, you've been putting on all that hard work. And I'm seeing here that, yeah, the Wheel of Fate has already turned. This is already in the works. And once again, I'm getting that sort of like earthy energy because you've been putting in so much work. When it comes to something in your life that's quote unquote considered traditional, that's why you are bringing these blessings towards you. And I think that ultimately, if you want to bring them even closer, even faster, even, more of a straight arrow sort of a path towards you, in that way, if you want to bring these blessings towards you even closer and faster, I would say work on that. Like, work on whatever aspect of your life that you consider as traditional. Like, when you think of the word traditional, what do you think of? So it's that, like, whatever that is in your life, put in the work with that, and that will ultimately bring these blessings closer and faster, harder towards you. Wow, this is a really great reading. So yeah, we have the Magician. It seems like you're no stranger to doing this. You're no stranger to working hard to bring, what you want towards you. Really, I am getting a lot of Taurus energy. I'm really getting a lot of earthy energy. So if you're not a Taurus, you could be a Capricorn or a Virgo. But yeah, you already know the drill, I think. The Magician card, you already know how to manifest things towards you, to put in the hard work, to really be persistent and consistent and really dedicate yourself. I'm seeing here a lot of dedication. And karma is listening here. Lady Karma, Lady Luck is, shining on you. Hard work is going to be recognized, it looks like. So once again, but in order to pull these blessings towards you faster, harder, in a more straight arrow sort of way, and closer to you, whatever, once again, you think of as traditional, quote unquote traditional in your life, put in the work with that, be consistent, dedicated, really just work on that area of your life, and that's how you're going to pull these blessings towards you even closer and faster. So let's look at just a last general piece of advice here. This is a crystal healing card we have here, that's gonna maybe shed some more insight on maybe like what else you need to work on, or some general advice here. So we have Turquoise. So yeah, this pretty much corresponds with the reading. So this card actually already symbolizes good fortune and luck. You're going to be surrounded by great things, great people, great opportunities, great sort of karma, great luck, great fortune, abundance, prosperity, like this turquoise card, and also maybe even love. I'm seeing here, so maybe that even ties with that sort of like traditional aspect of your life, traditional quote unquote traditional department in your life. Maybe that you're gonna have luck in that area of your life, whatever that is. So it could be anything really, but yeah, I mean, I'm seeing here that when you think traditional, some things here, I'm thinking possibly, with your job, with maybe like marriage, or meeting a good partner, a good mate, or it could even be like your family, friends, like just something that really just feels deeply rooted within you. I think that's when I think of tradition. I don't think of like it in like a rigid structured way, but more like something that's very deeply rooted. Once again, the earth energy that I was getting earlier just really corresponds well with this. You have a very earthy sort of energy, of earthy vibe about you right now. And that's really great. And if there's any advice that we can give you, just focus on that. The earthiness, the whatever that's deeply rooted inside you, the quote unquote traditional aspect of your life, put in the work with that. And you will definitely, bring those blessings towards you even closer and faster. So, okay, completely last part of the reading, absolute last part of the reading. I'm going to cast some charms for you to see if maybe we can get some more like symbols for you that may be significant for group 3, the amethyst group. So what symbols do we have? What charms do we have for group? Wow, there's a lot. Okay, there's a lot. It's quite a hefty bit of charms. So I'm seeing... so some letters here. I'm seeing the letter K, the letter B, the letter D. So these might be significant in some way. Maybe this is someone in your life who's important, who's going to be maybe a catalyst for bringing about these blessings, or maybe the name of an institution, or something out there that's or word that starts with K, B, or D that may be significant. So you might want to keep those letters in mind, K, B, and D. But I'm seeing here that you've got this. You've really been steering your own ship. I see love here. You'll be surrounded by love, maybe even opportunities to try new experiences, new sort of I'm thinking like milestones. That's really the energy that I'm getting here, because you're wise, you're conscientious, you've done the self-reflection, you've put in the hard work, you've also been, really worked on yourself spiritually, and now it's time to really just, hold the your cup. That cup that you need filled with these blessings, they will be filled. So just hold out your cup and just be ready to, accept those blessings, ultimately being open to those blessings. And also, you're very wise. I think you have some wise energy, and once again, corresponding with that sort of earthy vibe that I got earlier. That's it. That's all I have for group 3. Like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonated with you. And I just want to remind you again, group 3, that I now have an Etsy page where you can get personal email readings from me. And the link to that Etsy page is in the description box below. Okay, so I hope this was helpful and insightful, and I hope you enjoyed. So I'll see you later. Bye.